What's up, VC? It's Todd Guy, Thrashing Zombie here. Another video. This time, I'm gonna start another new series, I guess. I'm gonna go through my favorite albums from every year for the last 50 years, because I was turned 50 in January. So starting in 1973 all the way up to 2023, I'm gonna choose my favorite albums that I have, that I actually physically own. Could be one album, or it could be 10 albums. This time I've only got 4 albums, and those early years, a little tough to choose because, you know, I was born in 73, wasn't really listening to these in 73 because I was just a baby. So these are albums I listened to later on. And are they really technically my favorite albums? I like these albums, but only 2 of them are probably my favorite. 2 of my favorites. Starting with Black Sabbath, Bloody Sabbath. First time I actually heard Sabbath, Bloody Sabbath was the Anthrax cover on I'm the Man single, or EP. I didn't even know Black Sabbath at the time until somebody introduced me to Black Sabbath. Or maybe I knew Black Sabbath, but I didn't know they actually sang this song. But then I listened to this album. It's got that. It's a National Acrobat, Fluff, Sabracadabra, Killing Yourself to Live, Who Are You, Looking for Today, and Spiral Architect. Not my favorite Black Sabbath album, but it's pretty good. I'll have to re-listen to this because this actually says 74 on it, which is weird because when I was up on Discogs it said 73. I'm gonna go with it, so whatever. And then the second one is Blue Oyster Cult, Tyranny and Mutation. It's another band that I didn't listen to until like the last 10 years or so. I knew the big hits, you know, the 3 big hits you hear on the radio: Godzilla, Don't Fear the Reaper, and Burning for You. You don't hear any other Blue Oyster Cult song on the radio, ever. None of those songs are on this album, but there are killer songs on this album. Like the Red and the Black, OD on Life Itself, Hot Rails to Hell, 7 Screaming Dizbusters, great song, Baby Ice Dog, Wings Wetted Down, another one of my freaking favorite songs off of here, Teen Archer, and Mistress of the Salmon Salt, Quicklime Girl. They have some weird ass freaking song names, but it's a great album. Great album. And then we got, of course, got to do Aerosmith. I knew Aerosmith. Songs like Make It, Somebody, Dream On, of course, was the big hit. One Way Street, Mama Kin, Write Me, Moving Out, and Walking the Dog. No, this is not the misprint that says Walking the Dig. It's probably a later reissue, but it was originally released in 1973. Aerosmith is a good band. And then we got Steve Miller Band, The Joker. I remember hearing this on the radio, along with Aerosmith, back when I was a kid, driving around with my mom or whatever, going somewhere with my mom. What was the big? The Joker was the big song on here, obviously. It was Mary Lou, Shoo-ba da do ma 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 ma. Your cash ain't nothing but trash. The Joker, Loving Cup, Come On in My Kitchen, Evil, Something to Believe in. So yes, The Joker by Steve Miller Band. So 4 albums from 1973 that I have physically in my possession as physical media that I would say are my favorites. 70s are going to be a weird time for me because I didn't really start listening to music a lot until the mid 80s. You know, a lot of other people were like 10, 11, 12 when they started getting more into music. And me, I didn't really start collecting music until probably 86, 87. So it was late 80s when I really started getting into music and finding the music I loved, like the heavier stuff and the rock and the more metal stuff, you know. It's going to be very small pickings for the 70s for me. But we will do every year until this year. And I think also when we get into the early 2000s to 2010s, there might be a little bit of slim pickings there as well because I wasn't really listening to a lot of new music then either. I was listening to just the 80s and early 90s stuff because I thought, oh no, all this other stuff's dead. Nobody's making any good music anymore. But we'll see. There might be some. So be on the lookout for the rest of those videos. I got some other stuff coming. Check out my last video for the vinyl finds. I got some good pickups in there, I think. End of February, there will be another listening booth of all the music. So yeah, keep on rocking.